G'day and welcome to my garage. It's pretty close to 90 degrees. Trust me, I can see it. Don't know why it doesn't show up on the on the monitor. What am I doing? Let's turn some lights on, see if... I'm using the clamp. I'm going to put a bar handle through here, so I'm just looking for a way of doing it. All these corners are rolled over, and every time I measure it and think I'm in the middle, it doesn't look right. So I am going to use this as a scriber.
If that'll work.
I can't see anything. There we go. Lovely. That's on centre line of the screw. Now that way I can work with the calipers. Okay, yep. I can easily work with the calipers. Alright, off to the drill press. And yes, the drill speed is too slow. And yes, I can't drill all the way through unless I want to drill holes in my vise. I understand all that. Okay, how's that? That's better. That's pretty good. Looks like I might have to run a reamer through this, or use a bigger drill. But my next size up in metric is 5.5, and I don't want that much slop. I'll see what I've got in imperial. But at first I'll run a 5mm reamer through it. I've reamed that out. That's a beautiful fit, but I'm thinking, no, I don't want it such a nice fit for a clamp. It wants to slide easy. So I looked at my drill stand, and the size I was after, 13/64, which is about 5.16 mil would have been probably sweet for the job, but I don't have one. I have a good selection of imperial drills in 1/64 steps. I've only got about 6 missing out of the lot, but guess what? That 13/64 is one. So this is a 5.5, 5.5. Well, it's not as loose as I was dreading. This is the 2 main plates for one of the clamps. I didn't pay enough attention, or I didn't really understand the drawings, the mechanics of how this all worked out. So I just photocopied it, put it into CAD, blindly just set it up and cut it out. Well, some things didn't end up in the right place. I should have paid more attention. These hole positions were never mapped. That's why I had to photocopy it. So with a bit of degradation and me not paying attention, and the drill walking a little bit after the centre punch may have been slightly off. My eyes aren't the best, but that's okay. I've made up an 18mm button for this set. The small inner arms has two corners that need to be filed up. So I'm just going to reshape these arms to make them look better, and two, this point here is where the jaw is, and it's got the V in the jaw. Well, the V is lower than the arms. So I need to take these down to 18mm so that the V in the jaw is above the plates, if you know what I mean. So just in the process of cleaning this one up. It would be nice if the filing button was hardened, but it isn't. Anyhow, you get what I'm doing. I'm just going to polish these plates up, get the mill scale off, make them look a bit better. This one still has a bit more to go, but it's getting a bit warm at the moment. I like to go to red and then catch it on fire and into the sump oil, get a nice black out of it. Alright, that's enough for you. Alright, chucked up is the brass stock for the two handle keepers. It's 12mm brass. I've got to turn it down to 10 and then 8mm long each section with a 5mm hole up the guts. Simple job. All right. That's a new noise, I don't know what that is. I've just put the 3-jaw back on. Is it something to do with that? It's a belt wandering around. The bearing on the idler's okay. The belt is... Look at this stupid belt. It's only a couple of months old. There we go. Got to replace the silly belt. You got to be joking. So we've got the pulleys. That's the spindle, idler, motor. Now the alignment of the pulleys is right. There's no nicks, no dents, cuts, broken pieces in the pulleys or anything. The only thing I can think of is this tension is too tight for the little belt. So I'll put this fellow on and let's see how long that lasts. That's not tight enough. Oh, maybe. Needs to be a little bit tighter. Another hole. Okay, leave it. Yeah, that should be deep enough to make two. What did I say? It was 10 mil, 8 mil, 10 mil in diameter. What have we got? 12. That's half. That's ten and a half. That's close enough, isn't it? File. Where's my file? Now, change out the parting. The length is 8 mil. Of course I have a deburring tool. I just forgot. M5 thread. Right, I'll go over to the bench and finish threading that, then we'll be back to thread the end of that rod. Excuse me. Okay. Alright. See if I can take it to the vise. That one's stuck on there. Like I said, if it comes loose, I'll what's the red or green? Mine's red. Loctite. I'll Loctite it. So for the moment, and once I confirmed everything's fine with this, I'll Loctite this thread also. But at the present moment, runs beautiful. I think it looks good too. There we have it, that's finished. Nice black patina on it. Stamped my initials and year on it, so I won't forget. And it's not finished. I still have to machine these hubs down and put some brass buttons on there to stop that from opening up. Okay, going to make up the brass side washers for the bearing pin. There's one each side, so there's a total of four brass washers, 2 clamps, 5mm, 4.5, 5. A good old drill stand. I love it. Use it every time. Alright, this is going to be, let's see, I'll go about, what are they, 3mm per washer plus a couple of mil for the cut-off blade. So that's 5, there's 4, that's 20mm. 20mm I've got to drill. We're on 25, so I've got to go to 45. Engage the belt. And just marking out the position for each of these 3mm washers. Now a bit of a chamfer on there. Let's try that. All very nice, but I've got to keep changing this around. I'll find out what angle this is. I've just got my projector out. Oh, excuse me. Recorded the angle. It's unfortunate we have to keep changing it, but that's just the life of it. And which means each time save me winding back so far. Just soften those edges a little bit. see, change this out. And there we have it. And not a bad guess. Well, it wasn't a guess. Alright, I'll go and clean those up and look at fitting them. And there we go, that's one button fitted. Well, washer. They're a washer, aren't they? They're not a button. And that's it. That's the 3-inch machinist clamps finished. Well, that one is. I still have the other one to finish. I've machined the side washers. I've machined the handle ends, brass ends. I didn't show it in the video. I may have mentioned it, but I had to make another nut that's at the top here. I think I did mention it. Get it out of the bag. I had to remake this nut because that's the thread in the nut, and it's not called a nut, and for the life of me, what's it called? I can't remember now. Anyhow, this thread in here was off on a very slight angle, so I remade it. I could have lived with it, but it was tight in it. It was tight. It wasn't too tight, but it wasn't too tight. It was firm. It moved easily, but there was no play in this. It was hard up, pushing hard up against the one side, so I decided to make another one. So this one still has to be blued. The brass can actually go on now. The brass washers. I still have to make a handle for this one. I screwed up. I had another piece of this 5mm steel. I just thought it was ground steel. Ended up being drill rod. And I tried to solder one end of this, and it didn't work. Soldering and me do not cohabitate. We have great difficulties. So what happened? I can't remember now. Anyhow, when I tried to solder the brass end on the other piece, on the other lever, it wouldn't solder. so I thought I would thread it. Problem was, I had heated this up that much that I had hardened the steel. That's when I realised it was actually silver steel or drill rod or whatever you want to call it. So I've kept it aside for that purpose. I couldn't thread it. I had to buy another button die. Had to buy another one because I ruined the one out of the kit. So I've ordered some stainless steel, and it's on a very slow coronavirus boat from China. Still haven't got it. So this will get finished another day. You won't need to see that, or you won't see that, but I will do the same. I will glue it and finish it off. So I've got two, but I've got 1 3/4 at the present moment. So as far as this project is concerned, it's now finished. So there it is. That will line up. There you go. The clamps are finished. See you on the next project. Or I might go back to the garage. I've still got plenty of work on cladding this garage.